All right, we're here for another video. We got PS3 games this time. Nothing but PS3 goodness. And a lot of good stuff, to be sure. PS3 had a lot of solid games, so let's get straight into it. God of War Origins Collection. When they packed all those amazing PS2 and PSP God of War games into one bundle, I believe, and just said, you know what, here you go. And it was pretty sweet from what I heard. God of War is still a series I need to get into, but I've heard good things. I did play a little bit. I just haven't taken the deep dive. Of course, we got Mass Effect. This is Mass Effect 3. I think there's 4 Mass Effects, right? 1, 2, 3, and then there's Andromeda. I played the first Mass Effect, a really awesome game. Here's Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PS3. Another fantastic game. I used to play the hell out of multiplayer with this game, man. The online multiplayer in this game was so much fun. And the campaign was cool too, running around as Old Snake, and you had that camo that could adapt to the environment, all that. It was a lot of fun. Assassin's Creed series, there's all sorts of good Assassin's Creed games. And here we go. 2 big games, Call of Duty Ghosts and Skyrim. If you ask someone what their favorite game is, there's a good chance they're going to tell you Skyrim. People are still playing the hell out of Skyrim to this day. It's pretty wild. So yeah, we'll get into this though. I don't know if I'll show off every game, but there's quite a lot of stuff here. So let's just get into it here. You got boxing games, another God of War game, MGS 5. Also came out on PS3. I think that was on PS4 as well. Tron Evolution. Oh, man. I just remembered that they remade the Tron movie. Why would you remake Tron? You got it right the first time. You don't need to go back and try and do it again. But that won't stop them. What else we got here? Got some NASCAR games, some ATV games. Yeah, we've got a lot of PS3 stuff here. NASCAR. How about, what is that? Is that Jeff Gordon? Is that our boy Jeff, number 24? Mm-hmm. Probably the only racer I know in NASCAR, along with Dale Earnhardt. Here's God of War 3. There's Kratos. That was back before the big God of War reboot they did for the PS4 and PS5. And here's Hitman Evolution. The Hitman series, really fun stuff. Very unique games. Definitely worth checking out. FIFA Soccer 13. Look how happy this guy is. That's got to be the happiest man on a sports game cover ever seen. We got NBA 2K15. Another good game. Or so I'm told. The NBA series. 2K specifically. What else we got here? Midnight Club, Dirt 2. I mean, man, there's just a lot of stuff for the PS3 that came out, guys. All sorts of games. The Dirt series, fantastic racing games. And let's see what else is here. Anything crazy exciting? Nah, nothing too crazy. About kind of what you would expect from a PS3 stack of games here. So let's go ahead and flip through some of these. Dirt 2. Oh, yes. Batman, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City. All that. Very famous games. Pretty much kind of felt like it kind of spawned its own genre of games. I love to look at the faces on sports games covers. I don't know why, but I like to see the ridiculous faces they make. How do you capture the essence of a sports face? Here's Max Payne 3. Another game I really need to play. Though, I mean, heck, I haven't even played Max Payne 1 and 2 that much. I messed around with 1, and it was pretty fun, but I never beat it. Here's Call of Juarez, Bound in Blood, another God of War collection. Man, just all sorts of stuff, really. PS3, man. The PS3 delivers, okay? You want good value, get a PS3. You will have so many games to play for such a small price. Castlevania games, the Deadpool game, Burnout Paradise. I can't even hold all the games. I just drop them everywhere. What else we got here? The Borderlands series. That got started on PS3 360 era. All sorts of Lego Star Wars games, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Lord of the Rings. They were just making games left and right, man. This is probably the number of games released for like the PS3 compared to the PS2 is insane. If you want to see an interesting statistic, look at the total number of games released for like the GameCube or the PlayStation 1 versus the PlayStation 3 and the PS4. It's wild. Sly Cooper Collection, another great series of games that I need to play one day. I mean, they seem pretty fun. Seems like a fun action platformer sort of game. What else have we got here? Let's see here. Modern Warfare 2, Call of Duty games, huge games for the PlayStation 3. MotoGP. There's something for everyone in these games. I think that's what the PS3 360 did best. No matter what you like to play, there's like infinite games for you to dive into it. Stuntman Ignition. Another cool racing game. I actually played a little bit of Stuntman. It's really neat. You are basically Stuntman. It's kind of like trial levels. You gotta do these different challenges and try to beat each stage. And it's pretty fun. A very unique game. That's the great thing about video games. You can just take a profession and make a video game out of it, I guess. You want to be a truck driver? Here's Euro Truck Simulator 2023. Or here's Airport Manager Simulator, build a theme park or Roller Coaster Tycoon. You can live any fantasy with video games. It's pretty imaginative what people come up with. Here's a big release, The Last of Us. Holy moly, people went crazy for The Last of Us. This came out near the end of the PS3 too, which is what's crazy. And they're like, you know what? What if we just make it for the PS4? So they did. And people bought it again. Here's Resistance Fall of Man. Really fun first-person shooter for the PS3. I think there's 3 of them games. There's honestly a lot of good shooters for the PS3. Now think about it. Lots of good stuff. Rage. This is the not so successful first-person shooter from the creators of Doom. What else we got here? The Walking Dead games. Those were a lot of fun. Borderlands. Yeah, all sorts of stuff, man. I'm sure this is a lot of memories for a lot of people watching this. All sorts of just big games. The crazy thing is, a lot of these games were like huge blockbuster releases when they came out. BioShock, Midnight Club, Assassin's Creed 3. These used to be like the game of the year. You know what I mean? And it's just weird to look back and be like, oh yeah, like 7 years ago we got Assassin's Creed 3 or whatever. It's kind of wild. You think about all the big games we're looking forward to this year or whatever. Well, that kind of got started in the PS3 era, if you ask me. That's when there was like a lot of hype built around these games and people were crazy excited for them, and year after year, and yet they kind of sit by the wayside these days. A lot of these games are super cheap. And they're still fun and stuff like that, but it's kind of weird that people have moved on, They don't feel quite classic like a really good Super Nintendo game might be, I guess is the best way I'm trying to put it. It's interesting to me. Why don't these games have as much, remembrance as some of the Super Nintendo stuff? You know what I mean? Maybe it's just a matter of time. We just got to wait longer and let these youngsters grow up. Who knows? But yeah, that's the PS3 trade-in. All sorts of stuff. Lots of rambling from me, as always. And I say again, if you guys want to come hang out, watch the stream, you can tune in every weekday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. And hey, if you want to buy some of these games, why don't you reach out to us on our Facebook page? And I'll see you guys next time.